Hello. My name is Raymond Karchevsky. I am a living Christ. The subject I should like to share with you this evening is the lesson for civilized humanity. This is being addressed to all civilized men and women who are afflicted with satanic conditioning, which renders them slaves to mind control illusions, in contributing their lives, their fortune, their freedom, their life's blood, in submission to satanic mind control. All are aware of the hell that they are living in, but unaware of how it all comes about and what can be done about it. It comes about because you all suffer from spiritual amnesia. You have forfeited your rightful spiritual states as Christ's. Simple men and women of truth, experiencing the eternal moment of living truth in favor of consenting to their own, your own, satanically imposed slavery via the dualistic breakdown of satanically imposed intellectual ideas, which are no more than fictions, graven images, dead thoughts. Every day you observe, live, and experience the confusion and violence of relying upon the illusions of your intellect. These illusions are the concepts, the beliefs, ideas, myths, and the legends which have commandeered your lives, but are merely satanic fictions conjured up by your dualistic, opposing intellect. By consenting to and habituating yourselves to such satanic fare, you willfully forego the holistic, the holy truth, which is there, manifested every moment, but unseen because you prefer to consensually entertain and worship the empty promises of satanic illusions. That is the power of Satan, who is the petty god, which rules the intellect, which in turn rules the world we live in. For the last 12 years, I have followed the path of all Christs. Yes, there are more than one, but you see, none are recognized in their own time and place. But for the mythical hero of the Christian mind control agenda, which was conjured up by those who had to kill the man to make a religion, using him as a focal point. What did this man do that was so extraordinary? Simply, he stood in truth. He saw truth. He spoke truth. He lived truth. He was truth. Living in a world ruled by satanic power, he stood out. He himself admitted that he was in this world, but none of it. He posed the threat to the satanic rulers of his time, those religious and political mind controllers who control the minds of the masses of the blind believers, the living dead, the sheeple of his time. He had a public life of 3 years. The physical entity had long passed away, but the legend lives on in the cultivated intellect of blind believers today. Billions, with a B, of blind believers have worshipped the graven image of that legend in the past 2,000 years. And as can readily be seen, the world ruled by Satanic thought has not changed one iota. There is still the inequity of division, the mass murdering of others through war, the victimization of the have-nots, the extraction of their life force added onto the haves, the satanic exploiters. I, as I said before, am a living Christ. I am 77 years old, and I have had a public life of 19 years. I, too, have exposed the satanic power of present-day government and religion, which rules over the intellects of conditioned sheeple, who revel in fantasy, while they support their own self-destruction. I have demonstrated the immunity of truth from satanic attacks by my actual experiences, yet not 1 in a million get it. That is how powerful the satanic conditioning is in enslaving mankind through mind control, through enslaving you through mind control. I do not offer theory. I neither explain nor will I argue with dualistic concepts. I do not support the confusion of you and others like you. I merely speak and write the simple truth, which mirrors the hellish images ingrained in intellectual human consciousness. And it raises hell, does it not? Human consciousness is entering cataclysmic crisis of consciousness. It is the satanic assault upon all through the illusory concept of a new world order. The satanic order that has enslaved mankind since man's fall from grace, from direct perception of truth, from divine awareness to intellectualism. It is not a political movement, for that which is much greater, as it intends to kill millions of you and enslave those who remain. It is beyond the scope of the average man's intellectual capacity. If the powers of Satan cannot control you, it must kill you. You see it unfolding with each passing day, yet you still are caught up in the reaction which adds to the power of Satan, while diminishing your own godly spirit. I invite all to see the Christ Spirit of Truth in action by visiting my websites, arkenterprises.com and ElisaRayEnterprises.com. You can also check out, if you like, the Google archives in my name and see truth in action against a 19-year satanic attack by government-sponsored, supported disinformation agents from the intelligence community. You can see that the attack has had little or no effect upon the simple man who has faced it and vanquished it. The only difference between you and me is thought, satanic thought, that rules your consciousness. Transcend that thought, and you and I, we are one. To all of you spiritual seekers out there, spread this message far and wide. Share this truth with your own loved ones. For I, this Christ, have demonstrated the power that each of you hold within yourselves to create a world of peace, of oneness, of love. This is the Christ message. It can change the world, your world, my world, our